because if the circle is not in your favor, then you're in a bit of a hard spot, because rotating is going to be, you know, a bit troublesome for you. But hey, it is Miramar we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen, and it can be still much easy to rotate on this map because it's just that huge. You pick up a car, you just run away. It's just hard for the enemies to even land a bullet on you because just how 3 alive. And well, that is the first elimination of this game. Gaming Gladiators, they are being rushed by Samblers right now. Devontae is going to be the first one to throw that nade, and well, that vehicle didn't quite serve them right, but hey, he's going to be receiving a follow-up nade. The revive is going to be instantly coming through, though. Gaming G keeping themselves alive for as long as possible and getting themselves readied up for the next fight. Nades are being cooked, being thrown onto them. 43 damage done. But oh boy, the revive is going to be there. Samler just completely trying to surround them, but hey, there are 2 people down. Gaming G as well, though. This is a really interesting battle because they have to keep their members alive and keep themselves alive. Dante, a bit reluctant going in, but he should be able to get the final kills, and with that, Samler is now eliminated from the game. The first circle attack has finally formed. That's going to be key for the team to win, but I'm going to be holding on to that thought because Sad My Life just got drive-by'd and is going to be taking one more along with him. No tag player down. The revive should come through, but no tag. They're trying to spot out. Where are the teammates of Sad of Life? And yeah, there we go. Their turn fire is coming out to KP. He has to get out of there. Bad boy with the gun out. There we go. Perfect angle. He sees both of them. He's trying to land the bullets, and yes, he will perfectly. No tag is going to be getting out of this situation with Mine and Joey and Granddad being knocked out. No tag is going to be probably wiping M90 out.
Wiping them indeed, and oh, what are these shots? No tag coming in with no mercy, closing in quite personally.
TDM coming in as death from above. They do see no tag just as about their rest. They were about to rest from the previous battle. They are now having to deal with another one. There we go. No tag Cappy trying to scale up.
And everyone watching right now, if you were not here earlier, if you want to see yourself get some extra pile on that rack, and he is the question, and comes out from behind. That's going to be DC Kale with one down. He gets a second as well, and that's an absolute laser of bullets coming through without, in the meanwhile, finding one onto the AAU. And a lot of damage here. But without Dope are still holding their ground with the 2 players they have remaining. Very limited space they get to work with, and completely surrounded by the enemies. They still manage to find it down. That's going to be extra pressure for Recub. He looks to make a bit of a loop-de-loop around the building, and confusion for the enemies. Discombobulation at its max.
Well, how much longer can he stay alive for? They do have a really good spot, and yeah, there we go. There's just going to be, it's practically just a shooting range.
So scouting out this house. Molly's as well in hand, popping them out. You peek out from the window.
Not up really close yet, but never mind. As I say that, they are really close. And Eternal is going to be the first one to fire the shot, and there we go. Perfectly animated. Oh, yeah. There we go. Not a lot of damage done, but he's trying to land his bullets onto TDM members. TDM members already having lost one, but there we go. 4 angry cents. He's being rushed by Typhoon players, but that way down is really good. The door is going to be the first barrier between these guys. The nades are being cooked. He needs to get out of there. Barely does in time. In fact, 7 bullets. The reload is there. Typhoon, a few more knockouts as well. So a lot of good damage being done by the mid players. Boys from downtown, though, also coming into the fight. There we go. First bullet fired onto Abdo. Abdo still alive, though, and good return damage as well. Should be able to give him a little bit more time to reposition himself, but there we go. Ronnie finally coming into the play is going to be finding one out as well on Myth. Myth is having an amazing engagement with boys from downtown right now. Ronnie just still alive with the nade being cooked. Justice, you have to dodge that. You gotta dodge that, but he's just gonna go for the elimination and pulls out the gun with the headshot. Amazing stuff.
Hopefully, more performance from him as of currently, though. 7 Gaming taking a look at them. Gasu taking a fight to Call Me Bomby. Extra finish on the bright side, and it's looking quite bright for him as not only 2 downs, but Fairy Tale being pinched into a corner. All pressure crumbling down on them. And talking about crumbling, that's the situation they're in. Like a cookie, they're about to be eaten up here, and 7 Gaming approaching. That's a shot through the fire and the flames. An extra one from behind. One more player to take out. It is going to be a full team wipe. 4 kills is huge. Fairy Tale have been really performing at their max standard, and the final player, Khan, being shot at. He's been spotted out and eliminated with the help of Storm on request.
Millisecond decisions that these guys have to make.
Indeed they do. Gaming Gladiators, a top-notch performance this time around. The nade comes through.
Good nade.
Does deliver extra. No finish. That's why we put an extra one there. A third one just doesn't stop.
Beautiful.
Finds Kasu. Still one more to claim. Actually, 7 Gaming. My mistake. They have been completely wiped off the board. And Gaming Gladiators, the fact that we still have 8 teams alive here is absolutely insane. Not looking good. Myth right now. These two players have been surviving for such a long time here.
No, so unlucky.
Just to manage to capture 1 point off of being the 7th. And right now the Myth eliminated. That's one. Typhon still coming out for a peek. Getting extra kills onto Redline. Huge value off of them. And again, just unexpected plays here. Redline just trying to regain what they lost. But Typhon aren't going to be allowing them to do so easily. Checking out gadgets, all sorts. And maybe even cover on the side. But right now Redline are completely occupied with what Typhon are putting down. As we do have a down. A second one for them as well. A lot of trouble coming out from the outside sources.
And up really close. Redline, Gaming G, and Typhon. Eliminations coming through one by one. Redline getting some work done, but they aren't really able to. Gaming Gladiators just being once again just as dominating. This is the performance that we needed to see from these guys, and they are going to be putting it up perfectly for us. Clearing out Redline one by one with only Ivas remaining. Slavin is knocked out right now. Gaming G 5 kills and 10 in total. Killing spree for these guys. Ivas.
A best toll at 1453, who have had 4 players alive up until now, but that doesn't stand for much longer as they're completely eliminated by 4 angry cents. What a performance!
Kind of looking forward to that, but that is what time is going to be telling us, because the engagement is there. Lost All is going to be taking a few shots onto Levante. Is also going to be receiving a lot of return fire too. That is one good trade there. Knockout for a knockout. Gaming G 1v2, one guy remaining. Clavi, he's going to be trying to get the revive in and should be able to get it in time as well. So now that makes it 2v2s, which is going to be ending up to be a good thing for Gaming G. For Angry. The nades are being cooked. X-Tans pushing up. Super good nade. Getting the knockout once again. Kalavi being the only one alive once again. Half HP. If he gets this kill, never mind. He's just going to be bombarded with a nade. So now, all they really have to do is spot out the player from Typhon G. And where is he? They don't know.
But the spreadness from Gaming Gladiators worries me, to be quite exact. They want to cover as much ground and, again, really get this crossfire going, but the second Typhon here does get one snipe shot onto you. It's going to be down to odds, a 50-50 gunfight between the two, and it all matters because the first place gets you 4 points above the second, which is a quite scaly amount. Now taking long range, but as well, the high ground here, X-Stance, he spots him out, shoots it. Doesn't claim just yet, but time is about to be running out.
Definitely is the case. Gaming Gladiators, they do want to take this final first position because, hey, they aren't really doing very well on the scoreboard, but not the time to think about that. X-Town's going to be trying to get him once again. Doesn't really quite land just yet. TNY just in the middle, and this is perfectly working out for Gaming Gladiators because this is what they set up for him. Rock's already on the flank. He exactly knows where he is, and there we go. Gaming Gladiators with the perfect crossfire that they set up is going to be serving them perfectly for the win or the chicken dinner. What an amazing effort by TNY from Typhon's side. He tried, he managed to stay alive for that long, but hey, Gaming Gladiators proved to be the better team.